What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We're here for our strength series, which we've been doing with Lululemon. The strength series is geared more towards runners, so we've been using the past few weeks to really start loading you and starting to build strength as people are gearing up for maybe a spring marathon or races next year. So the way we like to break this up is we like to start out with a warm-up, get you moving, and then we like to break it up into different circuits. So you're gonna need some weight for today, nothing crazy, just some lighter weight. I'll explain that as we go, but before we do anything else, let's start moving. So step one is going to be our favorite move. So if you've been here before, you know that we love our chin retraction exercise. Once again, it just peels you out of this position that we find ourselves in all the time. So the way we want to do this is you want to tuck your shoulders down, have them nice and relaxed in this position. I like to take my hand and rest it in this like a number one and rest it on my chest. I like to pull my face away from my finger. I don't want to feel like I'm going down or back just yet. So once again, we start out with just pulling your face this way and relax, okay? Take your time, hold it for a few seconds. As we get through this, if that's still feeling pretty good, then you can start to explore with extension. Nice and easy, start dropping your head back behind you. You should feel some of that tension melting away as you go through this. There might be some stiffness in the neck, shoulders. Just trying to relax the shoulders as best as you can, all right? So tuck. Let's do 2 more reps. Good, 1 more. And awesome. All right, that's move number 1, okay? Next thing, we're gonna get down on the floor. Your hands are gonna be by your chest like you're doing a push-up. You're gonna keep your hips flat on the ground. You're gonna slowly start to extend up off the ground, lift your chest, lock your elbows if possible. Hang here for about 3 seconds, and then we drop back down, okay? As we go through these, once I get to this top position, I like to think about the weight of my hips dropping to the ground. We're trying to relax the muscles, trying to relax your glutes and low back muscles as best as you can, all right? Same idea as the chin tucks. We're trying to pull you out of that flexion position that you've been in most of the day. So this may feel stiff, might feel tight for the first couple reps. And as we go through this, it should start to loosen up. So let's get a couple more in. Let's breathe in, exhale at the top. And as you exhale, you should feel like the weight of your hips just drops, all right? Okay, 2 more. Inhale, lock the elbows, exhale, relax the glutes. 1 more rep. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. All right. While we're in this position, we're going to do a scorpion twist. So you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to raise that hip up towards the ceiling, raise that knee. And from there, that foot is going to rotate across your body. Okay? On these reps, so we're going to alternate left side bends, lift up. As we twist, try not to lift the shoulder too much. Try to keep yourself down as best as you can. It's gonna lift a little bit, but when you try to pin your shoulders down, we're gonna feel more of that rotation happen somewhere around here, okay? Right knee bends, you lift, twist. Left side, bend, lift, twist, inhale, exhale, twist. 1 more rep each side. Lift. Inhale. Exhale.
Yeah. They're getting stuff ready. Yeah.
Last one here. We're gonna lift. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Excellent. All right. Last warm up here. We're gonna get into a lunge position. All right. So we're gonna get down here. Knees flat. One hand is gonna be flat on the floor like this. We're gonna take this top arm and reach up towards the ceiling. And then from there, you're gonna take the same arm and reach underneath. Do a little twist this way. Okay. Rotate up, take a big breath in. Exhale. Great. Reach underneath as far as you can. Drop that right shoulder underneath. Try to go towards the knee. And we got 2 more reps. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Try to sink that hand further behind you. Reach underneath. And we got 1 more on this side and then we're switching, right? Inhale. Exhale. Great. Reach. Good. We're gonna switch sides, right?
Yeah.
So left foot forward, right knee back. Same idea, we're gonna put that right hand on the floor, that left arm is reaching up. Inhale, exhale, reach, tuck that arm underneath, twist, reach up, exhale, underneath. We got two more. Inhale, exhale. We got one more. Really try to reach on this one as far as you can. Let that left shoulder blade drop behind you. And twist. Alrighty. Stand up, move around a little bit. We're all set with our warm-up. Let's move into our first circuit. Circuit number 2. We're gonna start out with a goblet squat with a pause. Then we're gonna follow that up with some step back lunges. And we're gonna top it off with what we call pogo hops. So let's review goblet squat. We don't like to overcomplicate things here. First things first, you glue that weight to your chest. That's the first piece. I don't want anybody holding it out here. Glue to the sternum, okay? All you need to think about is sitting back behind you and standing tall, right? Things to pay attention to, I'm gonna steal this one from Brian. He calls it club butt, right? So when your butt goes this way, I don't wanna see too much of that as you go back into the squat. It's more about sitting behind you, keeping this relatively neutral, and then stand from that position. And when you're here, we're gonna think about driving your heels into the floor, squeezing these guys back here, and hold for a few seconds, okay? So we're gonna do it with the pause. So we're gonna get to the bottom of that movement, we're gonna hold it for about 3 seconds, and then we stand tall from that squat. Cool? That's number 1. Number 2, we need 2 weights for this next one. They're gonna be by your side, so we're gonna do a step back lunge. So we're gonna go right foot goes back, right? Drop that knee towards the floor. We're not gonna completely rest at the bottom here. As you're dropping that knee, we wanna float right above the floor and then slide that foot forward, okay? Leg goes back, float the knee, stand tall. From this angle, here, here, and up, okay? Think about Brian's club butt, right? We're not lunging here. It's relatively neutral. We're thinking about kind of just sinking down versus dropping too far forward. So, one more time, foot back, straight down, stand tall, okay? Last one is more of an explosive type movement. We call them pogo hops. We're just bouncing on the toes, okay? We're gonna do that for about 20-30 seconds. Just to replicate some of the impact force of running. We're gonna make sure your calves can accept that type of load. So we're gonna top it off with that, okay? So, let's start out with our goblet squat. Grab that one weight, hold it by your chest, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sit back, hold, 2, 3, stand tall. Down, pause, 2, 3, stand. Down, pause. On this one, really think about the heels pushing down into the floor, okay? When you think about the heels driving into the floor, you should also feel your glutes squeezing to pull you out of that position, okay? Down, pause, 2, 3, stand. Good. Hips back, sit back, hold, drive through the floor. 2 more, sit back, hold, 2, 3, stand. Last one here, hips back, sit, hold, stand. Great. Drop that weight, we're moving on to lunges. Step back lunge. We're gonna start with our right foot back. Weights are by your side, okay? Here we go, we're going right foot back in 3, 2, 1. Step back, float the knee, stand tall through that left leg, and switch. Left leg back, drive through the knee. Right foot, keep your chest upright, drive through that left foot. Left foot back. There we go. Try to think about your balance, right? Try not to fall out of these positions. With single leg activities, we want to make sure we're stabilizing, right? So these movements can be hard if we slow them down and think about the right areas, okay? Drive through the right foot back, drive.
Left foot back. Good. One more rep each side. Drive through that left leg. Last one, left foot back. Good, stand tall. Drop the weights, we're going into the pogo hops next, right? So we're gonna do about 20, 30 seconds. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Bounce on the toes. Right, we're not jumping super high like this. We're keeping our weight pretty low. Feel the weight in the front of the foot. Get nice and bouncy. All right? Doing great. Let's do 10 more seconds. Should feel your calves are working pretty good right now. And pause. All right, grab your weight. Going back to our goblet squat. Glue the weight to your chest. Once again, we're sitting back. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Sit back, pause, stand. Back and up. We're going down, pause, up. Again, focus on the glutes. Focus on pushing through the floor. Feel the weight in your heels as you drop back. Pause. Good. Yeah, as you go down into the squat, you'll feel the weight kind of shift behind you. Not like you're gonna fall over, but like it's in the back of your heels, all right? 2 more. Pause. Stand. Last one. Pause. Stand. Sweet. Grab your 2 weights. Step back lunge. Here we go. All right, same thing. We're gonna start. This time we're going right leg back first. Weights are by your side. Focus on balance this round, all right? So here we go. Right foot back. Float the knee. Stand. Left side. Stand. Right side. Good. Drive that foot into the floor, okay? Left leg back. Stand tall. Right foot back. Push through the floor. We got 2 more each side. Keep the chest up. Float the knee. 1 more each side. Right leg back. Push. Left leg back. Push. Drop the weights. Going back to pogo hops. Okay? So, once again, we're bouncing through the toes. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Here we go. Now's your time to explore. Start small. Feel like your calves aren't working enough, you can make those jumps a little bit bigger. The goal is not to jump as high as you can. Keep them small. We have 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right, circuit's done. Third circuit, we got 3 moves. Move number 1. We're doing a tempo deadlift, so you're gonna wanna grab a little bit more than you did on the previous 2 rounds, right? All you need to consider with this is we're gonna go hips back behind us until your hamstrings start to feel pretty tight. Back is neutral, knees bend, you lower that weight to the floor. As soon as that weight touches, we're moving back up, okay? The tempo piece though is we're gonna count to 3. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch, right? Main spots you should feel is hammies get loaded when we drop the hips back. And then as we stand out, you'll feel the glutes and hamstrings work together just to pull you back out of that position, all right? That's number 1. Number 2, we're gonna keep left leg straight. This right leg is gonna float behind us like this. And with this one, it's not just about swinging the leg up this way. You wanna be hinging through the hip, right? So probably get a better angle this way, all right? Once again, we wanna be moving through this joint. And if we're doing that the right way, you'll feel some tension build back here, right? So we're gonna, once again, very slowly float that leg behind you and then stand tall, right? For this one, we're gonna hold the weight in the opposite hand opposite to the leg that's down. Okay, so we're basically floating that weight forward. Feel that left hamstring load, and then we're gonna switch sides. Okay, single leg RDL is number 2. Final move for this round, we're gonna do a jumping lunge. So we get down into a lunge position, right? Once again, we're not going forward too much. We're staying upright, keeping our ribs over our pelvis. From here, we're gonna do little bounces, right? Kind of like the pogo, right? The idea is not to jump up as high as you can. So we're not trying to go all the way up to the ceiling, but enough for you to feel like you're driving the front leg into the floor when you jump up high, right? So we go up, catch. You want to be soft on the feet when you land, and you fall into that lunge position before you jump up again, okay? 3 moves, let's do it. So, find that bigger weight if you have one. We're starting out with our tempo deadlift. So, weight is on the floor, okay? We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. Bend down, grab onto that weight. We're picking up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Hips back, knees bend, touch the floor, stand tall. Okay? Main focus is when these hips go back, right? Try to lock that out first. Feel your hamstrings get tight. Keep the back neutral, bend the knees, lift tall. All right? Let's start slowing this down a little bit. Counting 1, 2, 3. Touch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Touch. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's keep it at that speed. Hips back, knees bend, touch, up. Very good. Hamstrings get tight. Find that spot first. Knees bend, touch, drive the feet into the floor, stand tall. Got 3 more. Hips back, knees bend, slow, touch, up. Good, 2 more. Load into the hamstrings. Feel that weight shift to the heels. Bend the knees, drop the weight down, touch, up. 1 more. Hips, knees. Good, touch, drive. All right, excellent work. Jumping lunges. Go left leg forward, right leg back. We're gonna start reps on the left, and then we'll switch over to reps on the right. So once again, get down into that lunge position. We're driving that front leg down into the floor. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, jump. Jump. Okay, we're going at this speed. Jump. Light on the feet. Catch your weight in the toes. Driving through the left side. 2 more. Drive. Switch. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Sink down. 3, 2, 1, jump. Jump. Drive through the right leg. Elongate through the spine. Try to get to the ceiling a little bit more. 2 more. Drive. Good. Back to the deadlift. Here we go. Okay. Weight is on the floor. Feet are shoulder width apart. Hips back, knees bend. Grab onto the weight. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Hips back. Knees bend. Drive the feet. Stand tall. Lengthen the hamstrings. Sink the weight to the floor. Stand tall. Let's slow it down, all right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Touch. 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Here we go. Touch. Good. Hips back. Knees bend. Touch. Drive. Back. Down. Drive. Right? If you feel like your back's getting tired, think about your spine position. Right? No club butt. We're keeping our rib cage under our pelvis. Drive. 2 more. Hips back. Knees bend. Go. Hips back. Knees bend. Go. Great. Drop your big weight, grab your little weight if you have one. We're going to start on this left side. We're doing our single leg deadlift again. So we are going to be hinging through that hip. We're going to be driving this foot behind us like that, and then stand. Okay? Good. All about control. Catch your balance. You'll probably feel your hip muscle shake a little bit. Your foot is trying to find its space. Hinge through that left hip. Good. You're slowly dropping this weight towards the floor. And tall. 2 more on this left side, all right? Good. Last one, you should feel this hamstring getting tight. You should feel this left glute working. Switch hands, all right? Weight is in the left. Left leg goes back. Balance, stand. Back. Whoa. My right leg's way harder. And repeat. Good. So if you feel like you're falling off balance like I am, you can also, the other version would be slide that foot along the floor and then bring it in front of you. You're keeping this right leg as straight as possible. Still a little bit of a bend in the knee is fine. Slide back, feel this posterior chain working. Stand tall, we got one more. Slide back, and stand. Okay? Jumping lunges, here we go. We'll start on the left side. We're gonna go left foot forward, right leg back. We're gonna drop down to the floor. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, jump, jump. Push that left foot through the floor. It's not about how high you get, it's just about feeling these areas of your legs working. All right, 2 more. Good, switch sides. Right foot forward, here we go, and drive. Woo. Right side's working. Good, 3 more. Good. All right, it's our 3rd circuit. All right, everybody, that completes today's session. Once again, this is all part of our series, Strength Training for Runners. This is happening at Lululemon. We're doing every other week. Our next in-person class is going to be on November 14th, 6:30 p.m. on Newberry Street. So thanks for joining me today. Super fun. Once again, you should feel certain parts of your legs working. A lot of this translates to the single leg activity of running, and that's what this whole series is about. So I hope to see you next Thursday, and drop any questions down in the comments below. But thank you for coming.